phase agent discovery. It is the first phase, initial phase, where again there are two methods here, that is agent solicitation as well as agent advertisement. Right, in the last session, we have already discussed about agent solicitation as well as agent advertisement. Agent advertisement basically it consists of various fields as shown here. It consists of the type. It is nothing but a number, a specific number. 8-bit type field is set to 16. Okay, which indicates the advertisement given by the particular network. Next is the length. It defines the total length of extension message, a sequence number. Each registration or each request will have its own number. Each advertisement will be having its own number. So based on this number, a reply will be given. Okay, that is nothing but a sequence number, as well as the lifetime. It is nothing but the number of seconds the agent will accept the request. Okay, it gives us information of the time, how much second the agent can accept the request. Okay, and the code contains the various informations, like registration is required. If it is 0, the code is 1, it means an agent is busy. If it is 2, agent acts as a home agent. If it is 3, agent acts as a foreign agent. If it is a foreign agent, then we need to get that care of address, all that process. So basically code gives us the information, we can say the status of that particular network. Okay, so this already we have discussed. We'll go to the next phase once the advertisement is done. Okay, now suppose say that if the mobile IP, a mobile host is been moving a different network, then in that case registration should be done. First it is advertisement, all the information will be shared. Okay, as we have discussed in the last, all that fields will be shared. Along after that, after the advertisement is done, the registration should take place. Okay, there are 4 accepts of registration. First accept is the mobile host must register itself with a foreign agent. Okay, the first step. See, we'll just go through the phases here. See, this is the first phase. My agent solicitation as well as advertisement. Even if it is in the foreign network, same procedure. Solicitation will be sent to the foreign agent, and based on that, the advertisement will be given to the mobile host. Based on this, next step is the registration phase. Okay, so registration request, the mobile host will send the registration request to the foreign agent. Okay, so foreign agent in turn, it will transfer it to the home agent, and from home agent you will get the reply, because you need to get the home address in the home network. That is in the home agent, the table that is care of address. Care of address is nothing but the foreign agent address that has to be updated. So therefore the request will be given to the home agent. Based on that, a reply will be given from the home agent to the foreign agent, and from there it will be given, reply will be given to the mobile host device. Okay, so this is the overall registration phase. You have again in this second phase, there are 2 techniques, registration as well as reply. Okay, so we will go through it. So the first phase, as I told you, mobile host must register itself to the foreign agent. Once this is done, the mobile host must register itself with its home agent. This is normally done by the foreign agent on behalf of the mobile host. Once the request is given, that will be given to the home agent, and from home agent their registration will take place. Okay, that is second step. And third step, mobile host must renew the registration if it has expired. That is, once the registration is complete, there will be a time limit. Okay, for that time limit, that care of address will be assigned to the host network, that is mobile host. Okay, so every time, every interval, it has to be renewed. So that will also be taken care under this registration. So, and after that, mobile host must cancel its registration when it returns back to the home, or when there is a change in the network, the previous registration has to be cancelled. Again, care of address has to be changed, or else if it returns back to the home address, it has to cancel its registration to the foreign agent. Okay, so these are the basic 4 accepts of registration. And the fields present during the registration, these are the different fields what you have in the registration request. Okay, say first one is type. It is the same, it is an 8-bit field which defines the type of a message. For a request message, the value of this field is 1, or else it will be 0. Next, it is nothing but the flag, which indicates, it is also an 8-bit flag field, defines the forwarding information. Okay, that is, see, already is given in the table over here. Forwarding information in the sense, suppose if that particular flag bit is 0, it means that mobile host requires that home agent retain its prior care of address. So whatever care of address is there in whichever network suppose if the mobile host is in the foreign network, one care of address will be assigned, right? So if the mobile host is present in the same network, it has to be retained, it has to be renewed. So in that case, 0 will be there in the flag bit. It indicates it retains the prior care of address. Suppose if that field is 1, it means that mobile host request the home agent tunnel any broadcast message. Okay, that is nothing but it requires the home agent or any broadcast messages are there for the registration purpose. It requires this. Second one, if the flag bit is 2, then the mobile host is using collocated care of address. Collocated, we have seen what is collocated care of address in the last class, right? That is dynamically, as and when there is a movement from network to network, this address will be changed. Okay. Third one, so if this particular flag bit is 3, then it means that mobile host requests that home agent use minimal encapsulation. That is one of the encapsulation technique. We'll go through it later. If it is 4, then mobile host requests generic routing encapsulation. If it is 5, mobile host requests header compressions. Okay, these are the last three fields are with respect to the compression techniques as well as encapsulation, which we will discuss later. Next, it is a lifetime. As already told, lifetime, it defines the number of seconds the registration is valid. Once the registration is done, for what time interval that registration is valid or that address is valid, that information will be given in the lifetime. If the field is a string of zeros, the request message is asking for the deregistration. Okay, if it goes to 0, it means that again deregistration or the renewal of that address, care of address should take place. Okay, next it is the home address. Home address is nothing but the field contains the permanent, what we call the first address, right? The permanent address will be stored in this field. Next it is the care of address. Care of address is nothing but the temporary or the second address of the host. When it goes to any foreign agent, that address will be updated, called care of address. Next it is identification. It is again a 64-bit number that is inserted into the request by the mobile host and repeated in the reply message. So each request, each registration will have this identification number, a different unique identification number will be given. So whenever this registration packet or the information will be given to the home agent. Home agent, when in turn it will transfer to the this initially the mobile host will send it to the foreign agent, and foreign agent in turn it will transfer to the home agent. So reply should be given to by a home agent to the mobile host, right? A reply should be given from the home agent to the foreign agent and in turn to the mobile host. So therefore, in that process, this identification number will help. Unique identification. For that, say whatever request is sent, based on that request, based on that identification number, for that using that identification number itself, a reply will be given to a particular host. Okay. Another one is extension. It is a variable length extensions are used for authentication purpose. They allow a home agent to authenticate the mobile agent. Okay, is nothing but a different sequence of numbers basically used for the authentication of the foreign agent or the home agents. So this is the registration request. This field basically when the mobile host sends a request for the registration, this mobile host will send this field to the home foreign agent. Foreign agent in turn it will send it to the home agent for the registration purpose. Upon receiving the request, okay, upon receiving this request, a reply will be given by the home agent. Okay, that is the reply field is given over here. The same field, that is type and the code, lifetime, the same as that of what you have in the registration. The same field will be there along with the home address, home agent address, identification number, extensions. Okay, that is nothing but registration reply is sent from the home agent to the foreign agent, which consists the information of the home address, home agent address, all that informations will be there. Along with that, the foreign address, whatever was received earlier to the request, it will be saved, it will be updated in the home agent table. Okay, the fields are similar to those of registration request with the following exceptions. And here the value of the type field, if it is, since it is a reply, this type field will be 3, which indicates it is nothing but the reply. So it varies. If it is a registration, this field with type will vary. If it is a reply, this type will vary. Each process, each phase will have its own number. Okay. So this is about the reply. So next is third phase. Now what we have done is initially agent advertisement will take place even if it is the home agent or the foreign agent, whatever. Initially solicitation and advertisement. Once advertisement is done, registration process will take place. The mobile host will send the registration fields to the foreign agent. Foreign agent in turn it will send to the home agent. Home agent will update its care of address. Along with that, it will reply to that registration based on the identification number which is present in the registration request. Okay. Once the foreign agent receives that reply, that will be given to the mobile host. So there, the registration process is complete. That is second phase is complete. And next, the third phase is the last phase, which is nothing but the data transfer. How the data transfer will take place from the remote host. So it is totally other host from the remote host to this mobile host. Now the mobile host can be in the home network or maybe in the foreign network, anywhere, whatever it is. But exactly this our last phase gives information how the data transfer will take place between the mobile host and the remote host. Okay, so we'll go through it. Data transfer phase, that is nothing but the last phase. So here, suppose say that from the remote host to the home agent you want to communicate. Okay, so this is the remote network now. Okay, through that you need to communicate in the foreign network, the mobile host. Now we'll assume that mobile host is placed in the foreign network. So how the communication will take place? So initially, when the remote host wants to send a packet to the mobile host, it uses its address as a source address. Okay, when this remote host wants to send a packet, it sends a packet to the nearest router, and it will have its own address, right? That is nothing but source address that of the remote source will be saved. Okay, and the home address of the mobile host as a destination. Now the important thing is, what is the destination? As you know that mobile host, it may move from point to point, place to place. It will have, as it moves to the foreign address, foreign network, it will have its care of address, and that will be updated. Remember, as we told, it will be updated in the home agent. So therefore, whenever the remote network or the remote host wants to communicate, wants to transfer a data, the packet will be basically sent to the home agent itself. It means the source address of this remote host is nothing but its address itself, the remote host address itself. Destination address of the mobile host is nothing but the home agent address. Okay, home agent address will be the destination address. So therefore, the packet will be sent to the home agent, and in home agent, the it will be decided whether it has to be that particular router has to be routed to the home network or the foreign network based on the table updated. Okay, that is based on the, as we have already discussed during the registration process, that home agent table will be updated. So therefore, now we have assumed that our mobile host is in the foreign network. Okay, therefore the remote host sends a packet to the mobile host is at the thinking that it is in the home network. The packet, however, it is intercepted by the home agent, which pretend it is the mobile host itself. Okay, this is done using the proxy ARP technique. That is nothing. Initially, this will pretend it as a mobile host network itself. Okay, so basically, this is the first step. Packet will be sent to the home agent. Now, from home agent, what will happen? Now what has happened is packet from the remote host has received at the home agent. Now at this section, our mobile device, that is a mobile host, is not in the home network. Therefore, it has to be routed to the foreign network. So from home agent to the foreign agent. After receiving the packet, the home agent sends the packet to the foreign agent. In the table, we will have that address. It will be updated during the registration phase. So the packet will be transferred to the foreign agent. Okay, that is the home agent encapsulates the whole IP packet inside another packet. Remember, initially IP packet what is transferred by the remote host, which contains the source address and the destination address as a home agent. It will be received at this home agent. Now again, encapsulation will take place, encapsulating the address of the foreign agent. Okay, so one more packet will be added, encapsulated along with the previous packet, and that packet will be routed to the foreign agent. Okay, that is nothing but the home agent will encapsulate the whole IP packet inside another packet using address as a source. Okay, as a source address will be the home agent now when one more packet is encapsulated, and destination address will be the foreign agent. Okay, so therefore that second packet containing information will reach the foreign agent. Now at the foreign agent, what will happen at the foreign agent? When the foreign agent receives this packet, okay, it removes the original packet. It removes the original packet. However, since the destination address is the home address of the mobile host, the foreign agent consults the registry table to find the care of address of the mobile host. Okay, so once this packet has reached this foreign agent, the previous packet, whatever was encapsulation was done, that will be removed off, and then based on the table present in the foreign agent, it will come to know where exactly the host is located, mobile host is located, and it will transfer that particular packet to the required mobile host. Okay, this is at the foreign agent section. Okay, so this is the overall path involved or overall phase involved in the data transfer from the remote network mobile host. Okay, it basically sends a packet to the agent, home agent. From home agent, again a packet will get encapsulated with the destination address as the foreign agent and source address as the home agent. And here decapsulation will take place, and based on the table present here, it will route the packet back to the mobile host. Okay, so that is the communication from remote network to the mobile host. Now other way around, suppose say you want to communicate from the mobile host. Okay, at this point from the mobile host you want to communicate back to the remote host. So what is the path? Whether again it sends the data to the foreign agent, from foreign agent to the home agent, from home agent to the remote host. No, it is not required, because in this particular data transferring from the mobile host to the remote host, what happens here, the source address will be the mobile host address, destination address is nothing but the remote network address, right? That is remote host address. So therefore directly from the foreign agent itself, it can send to the remote host router and to the remote host directly. So here again sending to the home agent, it is not required, right? So in this data transfer process, in both transferring as well as receiving the data transfer from the remote network, the remote host is unaware, it is totally unaware, right? Remote host is totally unaware of any movement by the mobile host. Even though the mobile host is moving from one network to the other network, your remote host will not come to know, because basically the package will be sent to the home agent, and from the home agent it will be routed. So a remote host will be totally unaware. So it is nothing but it receives the package that have the home address of the mobile host as a source address. The movement is totally transparent. Okay, the rest of the internet is not aware of the movement of the mobile host. This is how exactly the mobile communication, the mobile IP data transfer takes place. So basically there are three phases, starting with the advertisement phase, solicitation, advertisement, after that registration and reply phase, and then the data transfer. Data transfer is what we have discussed now. Okay. Now in this there are certain problems involved, like inefficiency in mobile IP. First one is double crossing. If you go through this block diagram, you'll come to know what double crossing is, right? So now suppose say that, for example, the same scenario, uh, mobile IP is moving from network to network. Now, if I assume that your mobile host as well as the remote host is at the same network, okay, you can observe the one which is highlighted at the yellow over here, in the foreign network. Both remote host as well as the mobile host is in the same foreign network. Now, how they communicate? Actually, looking at this, very simple communication can be directly taken place, right? So directly you can send the data to this router and it can communicate. But practically is not the case, right? When the remote host wants to communicate to the mobile host, it adds the source address will be your remote host address itself, whereas the destination address will be the home agent address itself. Therefore, it sends the packet from the remote host to the foreign agent and to the home agent. And from the home agent, it will route the packet back to foreign agent and to the mobile host. This is known as double crossing. Okay, so it directly there itself in the foreign network itself, it cannot transfer the packet. So this is one inefficiency. The second inefficiency, it is nothing but triangular routing. Now what is this triangular routing? Now suppose say that a communication occurs when the remote host communicates with a mobile host that is not attached to the same network. This is what we have seen earlier. It is not attached, it is present in the different network directly. One technique is directly from this router, that is the mobile remote host router, directly to the foreign agent you can transfer it. But again, this is not possible, right? It has to, it considers the destination address as a home agent itself. Therefore it sends the packet to the home agent, and from the home agent to the foreign agent. So this is also, we can consider it as inefficiency. So we call this type of inefficiency where the device mobile host is present in some other network. This inefficiency is known as triangle routing. Triangle routing because where we could have sent directly to this, instead of this we send it to the home agent, and from the home agent the foreign agent. That is known as triangular routing. So for this, one solution can be given, that is in triangular routing. What is the solution? What solution can be given? Now one solution is, say every time number of packets will be transferred from the remote host to the home agent and foreign agent. Instead of that, initially only one packet we can transfer. So the initial we have to transfer, because the home agent itself will have the information of our foreign agent, that is nothing but share of address. So therefore at the initialization process, the packet has to be transferred. So what can be done, what is the solution is, a single packet will be transferred to the home agent, right? And then from there, obviously, it will again rerouted, again encapsulated with the new address, and then it will be transferred to the foreign agent. Now, in foreign agent, this information can be updated. From where it has received the packet, all that information, the source address will be known, and the foreign address information is also there. So this can be updated. Once it is updated, directly after that, we can have a communication, right? A reply can be given back again in the same process. A reply can be given to the remote host, which consists information of the foreign agent as well as the destination remote agent. So remote host can save that particular information and can directly, if the device is in the same network, directly it can communicate with the foreign agent, provided that device is in the same network. If not, again this process should continue, right? So that is one of the solution what we can provide to the triangular routing, or else the double routing, double crossing. Okay. So this is about mobile IP. It is one of the important topic. Mobile IP. What is mobile IP? How exactly the IP address, the communication will be retained when there is a transfer from one section to the other section, or one network to the other network. Okay. And three phases involved in order to achieve the communication, starting from advertisement, solicitation, registration and reply, as well as data transfer. Okay. In data transfer also, two inefficiencies have been addressed, that is double crossing as well as triangular routing.